something. Thank you very much. Any more musicians in the house? We want to come up and do some minstrelly. Shipati. Shipati's come all the way from Dotness.
So, linguistically, Bhaj, which I used to hesitate, does he want to be called Bhaj? Is this a non-distinct version of Bhajahari? But Bhaj is actually related to Bhakti. It has the same root, so it means adore. So tonight we are having Bhaj Bhaj. So, in fact, we saw in the film, there was a picture of Bhaj in his pram. So when that was taken, I was probably about half a mile away, attending my first primary school, because I was the opposite side of the river from them all, in Ely, Vichitravirya and Bhajahari, and of course so many of them came from Cardiff, Bhajahari, Vichitravirya, Gunanava, Narahari, Yadavendu, Janakaraj, Advaitacharya. So let's hear it for Cardiff, Cardiff, Cardiff! Yeah, Bhajahari was very okay with me. He said I was his older brother in the family because I'd been initiated a couple of years before. And he was good like that. He followed the etiquette of the Vaishnavas. We worked together when he was at Healthy, Wealthy and Wise. We used to have a program taking prasadam to musicians. We used to blag our way backstage. And we started this program off, I did anyway, in Toronto with Gabor Fisher and Giri Jadava, who was top Sankirtan man there. And we used to get into all the stadium rock shows and things by carrying the books. We'd be carrying boxes and boxes of books, and we'd walk up to the turnstiles and we'd say, this is the PA equipment, excuse me, Leeds. Have you got them? Yes, come on, and we'd go through, and there were all the books, and we'd be inside and distributing the books inside. So we used to go backstage and blag our way in. We went to see Madness and Annie Lennox and Chrissy Hines, and this was quite a good program when he was running Healthy, Wealthy and Wise. And then this carried on even into the 90s, of course, when there was the free Nelson Mandela concert, and we had the backstage a cafe, the entertainers' provision of foodstuffs, and Bhajahari ran all that, and we fed Sting and Richard Gere and all the artists who were at the program could come by, and many of them took prashad. Down in Devon, which is where I had been living for some number of years, I could feel quite cut off, but Bhajahari used to phone me up and run ideas of his plans past me. And of course, out of those ideas developed the idea for the reunion for the Prabhupada disciples, which was held in the village hall over here in Letchmore Heath, which we did for 3 years. And in fact, Maharishi and myself have been discussing reviving this year. And so keep in touch, and we'll need help organising that, because of course Bhajahari was such a great organiser. I have a precious set, a full set of Prabhupada's lectures on CD and his bhajans, which Bhajahari gave me himself. And although I was an artist type, and he used to sometimes wonder, he used to say to me, I really don't get artists. So we should be out of Sankirtan. That's the main thrust, surely. But of course, I was had a hand in supporting Sankirtan wherever I could. I did so in Chicago, and I did so here. And also, of course, we used to run the entertainment, afterwards, after the marathon, the Christmas marathon, we had the entertainment. And I noticed he was always at that, so I don't think he could have been all that bad with artists. And also I did discuss with him, I said, you know, I was on the very first day of the very first program of daily Harinam party, which took place in Montreal. That was the first temple where we had everyday Sankirtan. Prabhupada wrote us a letter and said that they are not even doing this in New York. So I was on that very first one. We lasted 4 blocks, and then we were all arrested, whisked off to the police station, and we did it every day for 2 weeks, and they arrested us every day. And we got, in the end, we were only going half a block, and they had us. But yes, so he was interested in that pastime. In the end, after those 2 weeks, they said, all right, well, if you're insisting on doing this, because the Montreal police they were like the Canadian version of the Chicago cops. And they were big guys and even bigger motorbikes. And they said, right, you have to make some proper arrangements for this. And in the end, we had permits from the council, and we had to walk in the gutter. That was the stipulation. You can have your moving, or you can stay in these certain squares, but while you're walking down the street, you have to be in the gutter. So seeing these wonderful films of the recent Sankirtan on Saturday nights, and nobody is stopping us, we're everywhere, and it's tumultuous, and it's just wonderful to see how things have moved on. Thank you. So, I will miss Bhajahari's cheerful greeting to us when we used to visit from Devon, but at least we have his lovely family to count on for the future.